Rob, I'm with precodecamp.com, and in this video we're going to do a challenge of where we're going to be filtering a list. And in this example here we have a list of students, and we just want to filter this list based off of do they have children or do they not. Okay. Now I have this little hint in here that we have. It says use the filter method, and of course the filter method will create a brand new array of all elements that pass the test that we give it by the provided function. All right, so it's a real simple one if we think about it. And if we take a look at the data set itself, well, we have an array that we see right here. And inside the array, we have these objects are annotated here by the curly brackets. And the thing that allows us to know whether or not they have children or not is right here, right? How many children do they actually have? I see zeros here, which means that I need a list that has John, Jane, right? And Jill and Jenny. Now, the one thing that we need to realize about the filter method is it returns a new array. Whenever we use that method, it returns a brand new array. And that's really great because that means it doesn't destroy our original data that we have up here of students. So the first thing that we're going to need to create is a variable to store what this filter is doing here for us. So the way to kind of do that is we're going to go with a let, and then we're going to say students with children, and we're going to set that equal to the following. The first thing that we need to do in order to identify the array is we need to call it out, right? And for that, we're just going to type in students, and then we're going to use the dot notation so that way we can utilize the filter in JavaScript. So that's going to be dot filter. And inside here, it's going to take a function, okay? And that's what this note kind of up here said. It says it's going to be implemented by providing a function. And many times in JavaScript, whenever we're using the filter method, I always tell students that if we are filtering, if we're using this higher order function here, and we're looping through this, if this is plural, what we should put in here for a placeholder or a parameter here for the function is going to be the singular version of whatever we're actually going to be filtering through. And remember that a filter is going to essentially be really it's looping through each one of these individually, right? And if I took a look at this data set right here, what would that be? And it's going to be of a single student, right? And so that kind of makes sense. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put in here student. And again, this needs a function that returns something. And in JavaScript, we're able to use the arrow function, okay? And as long as our statement utilizing a filter is just one line, we're able to omit the return statement itself, and we're able to simply type out what we need here. So if we look at our hint that we provided, it says it needs to pass a test, right? And what's that test? Well, we need to compare. We need to throw out a comparison operator out there that is going to compare the children. It's going to take a look at the children aspect of this, because what we want to do is we want to look at each one of these individually. We want to look at the children, and if the children, if the children is greater than 0, then we should keep them, right? And so we have a comparison operator that we're going to be able to use here, and we're going to simply put the following. We're going to say, as long as the student, okay, because if we're looking at how the program looks at it, each one of these objects now is called a student. If student.children, okay, is greater than 0, then we want to keep it, okay? So by making this statement right here, this is a true-false statement, right? It's either true or it's either false. And if it's true, we're going to keep it. If it's not, then we're going to omit it, which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and save that, and then let's go ahead and console log the students with children. So we can go ahead and save that. And then if we run it, we now get a sorted list that we see over here of just the students that do have children. Okay. Now we can always extend this challenge a little bit of maybe you wanted, hey, if you are 24 and older, then have children, right? Then you can go ahead and capture those people as well. Let's take a look at that if we wanted to do that. So we'll say let students with children, we'll put this one 24 and older. Equals, and then we're going to almost copy the exact same thing here. Okay, but the only difference is we need the age of the student, right? And so we can do student.age is greater than 24. And that's going to give us a list of everybody that's greater than 24 and they have children. So let's do a console log of that, and we'll save that, and then we'll run it. And there we go. Now our list is even smaller, right? And I guess I could have done greater than or equal to if we so wanted, right? So greater than or equal to 24. Again, the list doesn't change, but try this out. Test this out with other things that would be interesting for you to play around with. Again, the filter is something that is super powerful for you to use and for you to understand. And there'll be many more challenges that we'll have to reinforce that idea, that concept of the filter. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the description if you are interested in learning more with JavaScript, as well as join our Discord community. All right, we'll see you next video.